Hello, hello. Ooh, how's everybody? Hey, Smurf Creations. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Miss Linda. Welcome in. I'm over here trying to get stuff done. I'm finally quilting the baby quilt, getting that done. And I'm going to put um put the edge on this one that we were working on last Sunday. And then I have two handbags cut out that I need to finish. And so, but the long arm is running. So I'm gonna put I think I'm just gonna do well, I put this one on, I'm gonna sew this one on and then I'm gonna sew the other one on. Yes, ma'am. That's the Maverick one. Finally, I figured out what my problem was with the long arm. It was tension, but it was the ooh, it's so dark over here. Why? Probably because I don't have on no lights. There we go. And there was lights. Um, so let me turn that a little bit. There we go. But yes, ma'am, I'm finishing the Maverick. Now I'm thinking because I got like this edge right here. I don't know. I might want to connect a couple because I put this edge on and I still have this part here. So I may gonna see when it's done. But thank y'all for joining me. And then I have the two handbags to do. Hey, Shay Shay. Let me move some of this stuff because I don't want to knock anything over. Because these quilts, the quilt tops rather, they have so many things. Got my little teeny tiny scissors. Aren't they cute? All right. So, what's everybody, what time is it? Oh, it's really late. I didn't I didn't realize what time it was. I just was like, okay, I got it done. Let's go on live. Ah. Oop. And I'm messing up. I went all the way off the thing. So, because I was looking at I wasn't looking at the line. Let me put my gauge back up here so I can make sure I'm on my quarter inch seam. Makes life better. Hey now. I can't wait. That quilt looks so good over there. Um, what was wrong with my quilter was my tension was off, and so I had to I didn't realize it, but when I swapped out the bobbin case I switched it out for was missing a screw. And I'm like, "Oh my word." So, I fixed it earlier today. So I maintenance all the machines except for the embroidery machines downstairs, but everything up here got maintenance. and oiled and all the things because that machine I oiled, this machine I oiled. I blew the dust out of the embroidery, the one needle right over there, because it was dusty. So I'm working on my quilt top, and then I have two handbags cut. One is called the Classic Tote by Simply Classics. I can't wait to make that. I gotta finish. I gotta watch the video to make it because it wasn't a written pattern. She gave us a video to make it. So, which gave me my thought on the question of what's your learning style, because some people like written patterns, some people like visual. So I just thought it would be a great idea to do that. This is so cute. All right. I think what I'm going to do I have four? So there's one. Nope, there's just three left. Hmm. It's not enough length though to go down. I'm looking to see if I have any other butterflies. Oh, that's done over there. Nope. So I technically need two pieces to go up the sides. So what I'm gonna do is probably just square it off, which will work. Yep. I think I'm gonna square it off and then um I'll just leave the butterflies at the top and the bottom. I really maybe I should put um let's see what I have left. I don't have enough of this left. Otherwise, I have to lay down. Good night. Um Otherwise I would add that to it. But I have some other fabrics. Hey Miss Robin, welcome in. Welcome to late night crafting with Sean. Really crafting is sewing, but um okay, so let me go. I gotta go um put restart the move the machine down because it's giving me a message on there. She said, look at y'all night owls. Okay, so since I don't have enough to do the sides, I'm just going to do top and bottom. But I really think I could do, hey, Miss Linda. Um, I'm really thinking about maybe adding black. I could add a black or trying to see. I think I have, y'all know I got a lot of yellow. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to leave my butterflies up top. But, ooh, you know what I could do? I'm thinking of stuff. So I could add black on each end of this and put this in the middle and have, because this is pretty wide, and put it as the side. I could do that. I could do a black. That would be kind of cute. This is probably going to end up being a something donated, a donated quilt, but I can definitely fix it. All right, so let's go to the long arm. I just have to iron. I'm going to iron this and square it up. But I like it. Mm-mm. And I'm thinking black would kind of bring all the colors together if I did do a black sides. But I think we're good. I really like the butterflies. So I am going to fold this and I think this will be a good quilt top that is ready for donation to my quilt guild. All right, that's going there. This will go over here. I got to do 2 baby quilts. I'm working on Maverick's baby quilt over there. So I'm coming over here. Oh, I should have brought the remote control so I could make sure you all could see because I'm getting ready to reset. Let me get the remote. I'm gonna reset. Let's see what the message says over here. It says trim your thread. Oh, it's got to go back down. There's a really long jump stitch. Okay. So all I'm doing here is basically, oh, you can't see me anymore. Am I going the right way? Okay. So all I'm gonna do here is trim my threads. So literally I have to move this over and there's thread right here. I'm just gonna cut it and then now it'd be nice if this thing followed me, but then sometimes following you don't work either. So all I'm going to do is take it all the way back to the other end, which can walk with me. So all I'm doing is going to take it back down here to this side of the quilt. And then I'm going to start it again. Now let's see how close we can get so I can see if you all can see this quilting because it looks so good. Ooh, we can get a little close. Hey, Miss Gail, welcome in. Okay, can y'all see it? You can see it just a little bit on this blue. It's so pretty. Let me see. I think we zoomed in all the way. Hold on. I'm gonna take the camera over there, okay? So y'all can see it. I apologize for the shakiness. See if I can put it up a little bit. I'm holding it, holding the camera. Hold on, let me pan out a little bit. But see, you can kind of see it. I'm sorry for the shaky, but it's looking good. Just trust me. It's looking really good. But you can't, I actually can tell it's quilted from here, but so this is where the quilting is up here. And so it's going to start over there. And then we're going to have more quilting going on. So pan out just a little bit so you can see. Uh-oh, sorry, went the wrong way. I'm still learning this. I appreciate you all for hanging in there with me, but let me get this back started. I have to hold my thread over here. Click resume. It's gonna move. Then I gotta bring up the bottom thread. So my bobbin thread needs to come out. I'll hold this until it gets started. And then I'll tie 2 knots in it when it starts to go in. And so normally I come back and cut all these ends off. And I probably should do it as I go, but I like doing that because it lets me look at the entire quilt. Now, one of the things that I'm planning to do is to do a fold over because I have Minky on the back of here. So that one I broke myself. But I'm gonna do a fold over and I'm gonna stitch it straight down and around. But this is so cute. So I have it stitching horses and horseshoes into the quilt. So I'm gonna pan a little bit that way, so that way I have to change it right away because it's getting ready to start rolling down the bottom, and then you'll really be able to see. But it looks really good. I'm super super happy. I found my tension problem, so I'll have it for show and tell on tomorrow on the Sunday Fun Day. Super excited. All right, so I came over here and left all the fabric over there. Let's see. Trying to think what I want to do first. So the purse that I'm making two. One I had cut before and I made an oopsie. So it was one that was stuck in my head. And now I'm trying to figure out how I want to make it really. Um, and I have it cut out, but I've been thinking. So this is the bag. And I think I want to make a lining. So maybe you guys can watch me make a lining because I have a technically with this type of bag and with the inside, I don't necessarily need a lining. I do have a pocket already in here, but I don't have an interior pocket. And so in order to get an interior pocket, I need to have a lining. And so I think I might use some Merino waterproof canvas, which would be really cute. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and do this outside. We'll make the outside of the bag, and then I'll make a slip-in lining. But I was thinking, I think I'm gonna make a different closure because remember I had made these? Remember these? So these are supposed and these are super heavy. So what I'm thinking I could do is I could make these into some super cute clasps where connecting these 2 I'm connecting these 2 D-rings to close the bag, but I don't know. So as we go, we're gonna see because these are supposed to be the sides for the handles, and I did so good on these. I really like when I consider myself knocking these out the park. Like these look good. They look really good. So and then I made these because technically I could have my strap go from here to here and I could put like a really cute um a really cute D-ring because I got some really different D-rings right here and connect it. And then this could be my so I could actually have hers. Like this is on the side, like here, and then this comes across. And so these would be on the side. This is go across to be my shoulder bag. So it could be a really cute shoulder bag. So I think I might go with that. Now this is thin. So technically I can use this machine and I don't have to use the big machine. But when I start adding the layers, I still could use this machine with the waterproof canvas. So I'm gonna use my Juki, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But I gotta do this right because I just put right. I got right side, wrong side. So then this will be a whole nother debacle, a different type. So we're gonna do right sides together. And so I see my little zipper. I like that. It's super cute. So we're gonna do right sides together, and that's how I'm going to stitch it and put it together. So I'm quilting, I'm making a bag, just finished the quilt top. We're doing all the things tonight. So guys, the only thing I'm not doing right now is embroidering because I will have to hoop that thing again. I ain't trying to hoop right now. That'd be making me a little frustrated. So what's everybody doing? It's almost midnight here in Texas. Everybody chilling, resting. Oh, thank you, Miss Gail. So I have these really amazing clips that I bought from this company. When I tell y'all these clips are no joke. Now here's the thing. When you're doing a bag that has a box bottom, which this one will have a box bottom because I've already cut it out, you want to make sure it's okay about the box. You want to make sure though, because I'm planning to emphasize my top, make sure that is lined up. So it is so important to have it lined up. And so the reason why I bought these from a company called Jackson Low is because these little suckers grip so great, your material goes nowhere. All right, Miss Gail, have a good night. Thanks for popping in. See you in the morning. All right. So I make sure all my ends are done properly or connected, my edges. So this way doesn't really move. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to sew here, here, and here. And then we will go from there. Ooh, I'm throwing things. All right. So we're going down. And this is also on a 1/4 inch seam. Okay, something looks a little bit off right here. All right, so we're gonna start. Oh, let me see. Let's see if I can. There we go. And I'm going to top stitch. Yeah, I'm a double stitch, which means I'm gonna go back and forth. But you know what? Let me make sure. So sometimes you got to look at the back of your threads just to make sure that it's stitching properly. Because if it's not, you might need to change your tension. And right now, I got mine set for 2.5, and that seems to be okay with the thickness of this material. And I'm going to back stitch right here. I think in my quilting video, I put out there like, don't forget, like have a trash can because trash cans are important. Let me tell y'all how much I use my trash can. So I'm going to move this because I want to make sure that I'm inside of here because this bottom part, you can always, I think of most of my bags, I end up cutting some of this bottom part off just because I really want the top to be that's the focal point of your bag most of the time. 90%. All right. So we're gonna have a bag here sooner than y'all know. Like literally sews up pretty quickly. All right, so now I'm just going to box my corners. Hey, Kristen, welcome in. Yep, late night. It's the late night crew. I got the long arm going. I'm making a handbag for myself. This is the one that I made the debacle on. So I feel like I am making some doing. So what you want to do when you're doing the box bottom is make sure that your seams are aligned. Very important to do that. And so I'm going to clip it right there. And then the way you stitch this one is straight across. But I like to press my little seams so that they remain flat. So I'm just going to sew at an angle across this. It's normally about 1/4 of an inch. Um, but I also like to back stitch also over that seam. Now, if I'm doing this on some PVC, which is like a clear or something, I do not do all of that. I may backstitch just once, not as much as I'm doing right here because I like to make sure that my bags are going to hold. And then when you do a drop-in lining like I'm going to do, nobody's going to see this. So I just like to make sure that it stays once I put it in there. And now what I'm going to do is the other side, but first I'm going to clip the ends. Um, and I like using my pinking shears just in case somebody decides they want to take my bag apart. They see a cute inside, cute little pinking shears. Cut. All right. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, opening up my seam. Now, one thing I will do here in a little bit is I'm gonna clip some of this seam down because what you want to do is have as the least amount of bulk because if you're sewing on like this domestic, like this Juki, then the more you keep out of the seam allowance, the better. So that way it's not a lot of bulk. Because this stuff, these layers, you got layers on layers on layers. All right, so what I'm doing is lining up my seams. Then I'm going to pin it and then again stitch right across. Look, this if I was going to leave this bag with no drop in, I could be done. Now I gotta be careful of my so I did waterproof canvas on this pocket because I just think waterproof canvas is so good. Because 'cause Imma tell y'all, I love chocolate. I'm always carrying chocolate in my handbags. Guess what happens? In Texas, it melts. So, ooh. But with a waterproof canvas, I could just wipe it out and there's no stain. Especially when I'm traveling to other countries, I always grab me a piece of chocolate from another country and put in my bag like, "Oh, Imma take that to work." "Hi, Jesse, welcome in." Alright, so here's my stiletto. I got a couple little pieces here that I need to hold down as it goes underneath the needle. I mean, underneath, yeah, the needle. And I am gonna back stitch over that seam again because I really want it to hold. Then I back stitch right at the end and at the start. All right, so that's done. Box bag, box bag. Now, hmm, I think I'm gonna rivet. I think I'm gonna put these on rivets. Um, because a couple things you have to decide when you're making a bag. Either you can follow the pattern, have no pattern, like I don't have a pattern right now. I'm just like saw something in my head and was like, I'm gonna make it. So that's what we're doing right now. Um, but I'm thinking as I'm throwing stuff, I'm thinking about the lining and how I want it. Now see, now we got a nice box. See how the bottom of that comes out? And what I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do before I put my lining in. Hey, Miss Chris, your camera ID logo is blocking. Oh, okay. Thank you. I don't know how to take it off. Let me see. Hmm. Hmm. Don't know. Let's see if I can remove that. Don't know where it goes. Hmm. Change the look of it, but looks like something's going on with my internet too. Let's see. I don't even know how to put none. I don't know where to move. I don't know how to move it. Like my brain is not computing right now. I have no clue. Like I see it. Mm, child, no. That's just changing the color. Um, hmm, I don't know. Yeah. I don't even remember where it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh yeah, maybe. But this is a big old. This is my desktop, so I don't know if it'll bend anymore. Yeah, no. That's all it'll go. I haven't tilted as much as it'll go. It looks like my internet. Yeah, it's tilted as much as far as it'll go. Um. Okay, so I need to cut this off. I'm just gonna trim this a little bit. Let's grab a pair of scissors because what I'm gonna do is put a stabilizer in the bottom of this so that um the bag will have some structure at the bottom. And all I'm gonna do is cut this in a V and then I'll cut that out. And it's just to keep the bulk so that when I put the bottom in, it's not a problem. Got to be careful I don't cut my do not want to cut my threads. I just want to cut this extra stuff out of here. And so before I do anything, let's see, this is when you put those little slits there, it makes it much easier so you don't cut your threads. Okay. All right. Now I think we got a good box here. Sometimes I've seen people put like glue here, but I just feel like that's messy. Especially as short as this is. If I had done it while it was longer, that might have been better. But well, it's not moving. So let's turn it over because that's what we turn the inside out. Ooh, nope, not quite. Because guess what? I got a finger here. So let me check this side. So I need to fix this side right here. Looks like I cut it. It looks like I cut it. So I'm gonna go across the whole thing because I want to make sure. I want to make sure that it stays. And that's one thing while I was running my fingers across it to make sure. And I'm gonna do this side too, just to make sure. Because and the other thing I was told too, you can look down off in it and make sure you don't see any light. Um, because if you see light, there's opening. I think I want to stitch this just to be careful. Okay. All right, long arm is almost done. Okay, so let's turn it inside out. Good thing about this is that um, it is flexible. So this is a faux leather that I got from Soical Creatives. Um, now, another way to flip faux leather is you can heat it up with like a blow dryer and it'll flip a lot easier too. That's nice. Bottom turned out great. So this is our bottom, I mean our the outside of the bag. So now I'm gonna go, yep, double-sided tape will work. You gotta have 1/8 for sure. Um, so it stands up, so my bottom works. And so now I'm going to go and grab some material for the lining, but I like it. For outside, I'm gonna create a pocket. Um, I'm trying to decide now while I'm procrastinating because I gotta go. Do I have to? Okay, so I have to go roll the quilt top some more and get that done. And then I think what I'm gonna do, thank you, Kristen. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll let you guys help me decide because I have a couple of different colors that I'm thinking. Maybe a gray lining, but then what about a pop of color? So like maybe like a pop of color lining, which if you remember, I was gonna use my streets and stuff for the last lining. So I'm gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna go to the quilter and we're gonna get that part back started. Okay. Um, I'm gonna take the remote this time. Okay, let's see what we got. Yay. Um, I keep leaving my little scissors. All right, so what I need to do, I'm just going to cut the thread here. Let's take it back down on this side. Hmm. Okay. And now I'm gonna get ready to roll it. So when I roll it, um, wait, did it follow me? I get, yeah, I guess it did. Cause I don't know. I guess it did. I don't know. Zoom back a little bit. So I have to roll it. And so I unlock it because it's locked up there. And then it is so pretty. I can't wait to show y'all tomorrow, Sunday fun day. Gotta come back so you can see it. So I'm going to roll it up here. And the fun part about this is I am almost done quilting this, which is amazing. That's why I have this. All right. So now we're almost done. I need to lock it into place. So lock that. Pull this one this way. So I'm trying to get it just a little bit taut, not like the drum we use in embroidery, but kind of close. All right. So got that. Let's put these sides on. And I do have like these things I use for my sides to hold them. Um, and you have like this little clip part so it holds this fabric on the side. So I'll show you that in a minute. Let me get this one on. And it helps for gripping. the bottom fabric. And with this Minky, it is so slick. Like it like comes out. So I normally do not put my little clips on there because the Minky is slick. All right, so it's this little thing right here. And what I do is I take my fabric and I just roll it over just one time. And then I take my clip and I clip that on there. There we go. So see that makes it tight there. All right, now, so for the machine, let me bring y'all up here to the screen. 'Cause now you can actually almost see what I'm doing. Almost. Darn, we so close. No cigar. Crap. Let's just say a pop of color, like wearing fun. Yes, hot pink. Look at Miss Chris to my hot pink. I hear see ya, Miss Chris. Yes. All right, so let's go over here to Pro Stitcher. Turn it off, turn it back on. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing again, which is hold down my bottom thread, hit run. It always asks me, is your needle up? Yes, my needle's up. So it brings up my bobbin thread. I just pull it through. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought y'all was watching that the whole time. My bad. I just pull it through. Make sure, because it's got some little strings here. Okay. Make sure I'm holding it. Then I resume and I wait until it gets to going. Try to get these little waves out of here. So once it gets going, then I'll take and put me 2 little knots in here. And that way I kind of tied it off myself. I moved my little trash can. I used to have it. Oh, here it is. I'm like, where's my little trash can? There it is. Gotta have a trash can. Trash can is a must. All right, so now let me take it back a little bit. And then down. So now you don't have to base the side down. No, ma'am. Not on this pattern. No, ma'am. Okay. Oops. Baby quilt hit. Oh, that's right. I gotta take those. All right, so I'm gonna give you all some options that we have for the inside of my bag. I think we got some cute ones. Let's see, let's see. Ooh, I forgot I got this too. Let's see, what is this? Cotton. That's a cotton. So no, we're gonna stick with the, I think I want to stick with the waterproof canvas look. I got some stuff from Tula B. I got some Smoothie Smooth from Tula B. Um, Let's see what other colors we got over here. All right. Okay. We got options. We're not going to do too many because, you know, I got other bags to make too. So we look, we got time to use some of these other colors. All right. I'm gonna come over here with all our cute colors so you can see the bag. Cause we got colors. Can it go in the top corner? Oh, sorry, I'm still on the same stuff. Oh, love the heart zipper pull. Oh yes, I think that is so cute. Um, all right. So first, oh, I forgot the one I started out with. So let me go get that one. So we're gonna talk in terms of the one that I started out with, which actually is on the bottom of this. So it's already on part of the bag because I had all these things going on in my head of how this bag was going to come together. Ooh, I just thought of something else though. Oof, I might like that better. Since this is my bag, maybe I should put me a little Harry Potter on the inside. But I don't know. I do like Harry Potter. Oh boy. I could really get wild with that stuff. Let me see. Where is it? Hmm, thought I had some more of that fabric that I started out with left, but I don't see any. I thought I had a. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay. And this is just like travel fabric. So give me a second. I'm trying to roll this one back up. I'm trying to do better, guys. I'm really trying to do better. Put stuff back. This way I don't have a whole mess while I'm trying to do stuff. Oh, I don't have enough of this. Well, maybe. Ooh, I'm gonna tell y'all where I messed up. I don't have any measurements for this bag. None. Because I just cut it. Crap. Oh. Oh well. Okay, so this will be the first option number one. All right, so we're gonna vote one or two, okay? So this is one, like you do at the doctor's office. This is two. That's all we're gonna do for now, one or two. And here's the bag. One or two. There it is again. This is one. Number one. This is two. One or two. Mm, mm, mm. Do, do, do. There's 12 people in here. One or two. Miss Kristen says two. Hey, making it with Marilyn. Got a one and a two. It's tied. Tied right now. Miss Crisco. Miss Chris, you fell asleep? Which one? One or two? Miss Linda, you fell asleep? This is one. This is two. Uh-oh, Miss Robin said two. We got 2-1. 2-1. Okay. Hey, Sassy Custom says two. All right. So we're gonna go with two for now. We're gonna put that one down. All right. So now this is one. This is two. So solid gray Here's the bag. It's gonna be inside of this bag. This is one, this is two. We at the eye doctor. Okay, Miss Chris. Ah, all right, I got more twos. Okay, this is one, this is two. Now, these are from Mormino, and they're waterproof canvas. One, two. Mm, 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 mm. I like this too, without roses. Cute. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I should have said a different number because like I done confused myself. So, okay. I see more ones. Okay, one it is. All right. So, add insult to injury. Let's do light gray versus dark gray. One, two. Whoops, the bag took a tumble. I know, Miss Marilyn. I know. I'm with you on that. So I think what I might do is put my inside pockets, make them this color. Then use this for the inside. Okay, so looks like one got it, the dark gray, but I think I'm gonna use this for a pocket. All right, one more. Well, I had a couple more, but I don't think they go at all, like at all. And look, Miss no, I think we're gonna go with dark gray, and I'm gonna do a light gray pocket on. So I have like the slip pockets on the inside. So I'm gonna do dark gray for the inside interior, and then my pockets will be made of this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So this one is called Smoothie Smooth. And it's by Tula B. Um these others I got from Mormino, and they're all waterproof canvas. And so I already have like the sides of the bag. So like this here is gonna be part of the the strap. So I'm gonna add more connectors. So this is gonna connect here. And so it's gonna be really decorative, let me tell you. I don't know. I may not have a pop of color for this one. She said, "Where are my pop of color choices?" I don't think I'm gonna have any. But you know what? I may make me a pocket with this side, because remember I put it on the back of here. This was the oops bag that is now my leather holder, my leather tool holder. So let me put these back, because again, I'm in my put stuff back now era. So I don't have to clean up later. But you know what, Miss Chris, my pop of colors are not waterproof canvas. I do have one that's a waterproof canvas, and it is pink, but is it waterproof canvas? Let's see. I got a bunch of linen though, but that's for my leathers. Yeah, I got some pretty pink, and so because the bag is kind of on the open right now, I haven't thought about a closure for it, and I could always put a snap, but all right, here's the fun part. We got to figure out what size it was, because I don't know. I don't remember, but I can figure something out real quick, because y'all know. Well, or maybe y'all don't know. Doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. Like, it's gonna be easy peasy cheesy, because I ain't worried about it. We'll make it work. Let me tell y'all something. I had bobbin problems all day today. So every problem I had with every machine was a bobbin. So on one of my bobbins, one of my M class bobbins, it did not have um it was missing a whole screw on the side. So it messed up my tension in the long arm. So when you start looking at your tension, especially like even on our multi needles, single needles, um, when you start seeing tension issues, don't touch the tension dial. Check your bobbins. Like the bobbin is like the thing to check all the time. The bobbin, the needle. And sometimes when we put in a new needle, the the whole pack of needles could just be bad. Like literally they could be. So don't touch the tension dial. Check your bobbin and your needles. And shoot, I've had it where the whole pack of needles was just bad. And then I laid one that was brand new in the pack in there. So the pack had gotten warped, I guess in shipping or something. And so all the needles were up just like that. The vibration is real. Okay. So got our outside of our bag. Now, I do need to cut a piece of base. So I'm going to measure this really quickly. And the only thing I do a lot of my measurements on my actual machine base. So this looks like 8 inches. I'm gonna do 8 by 2.5. And so I will get me a piece of stabilizer, glue this to the bottom. So this will make my bottom really flat and it will stay there. And I use this stabilizer, or it's actually like a stiffener that I got from um the idea of having to touch my tension scares me. Yes, I don't touch my tension. I check everything around it first because normally when um yeah, you shouldn't have to touch that. It's everything else around it. It is always something else. People say my tension is off, this is off, but it's never the actual tension dials. It's always something else. Like literally in my case, it was truly the it was my bobbin. And that doggone bobbin was missing a screw. I was like, really? Hmm. So, okay. So I need to cut me a piece of stiffener. And I'm gonna show y'all get a sneak peek of the other bag. So the next bag is this color. And this is Italian leather. When I tell y'all it's so nice, oh my gosh. It is super nice. But the stiffener is this pink stuff. So I have glued this to the back because this is gonna be in the bottom of the classic bag. I wish I had a picture. So there's no pattern for it because what she did was she did everything. So I don't even know where the screw went, Miss Evelyn. But what I had done is because I kept my a couple of my old bobbins that were just messed up. I took the screw out of that, trashed that one, and put it in the other one. So I just reused and used another screw. And guess what? Now I'm up and running. Um, but I did so I don't know where the screw went or if there was a screw because the night that I was on live working on my long arm, um, I actually changed the bobbin case and I didn't look at it. So I got it out of the pile where I keep the old bobbins and didn't even think about it because it was because I was on live and I was kinda freaking out because that had never happened to me, so I'm like, "Holy crap, what is going on?" So I just grabbed a new bobbin case, what I thought was a new bobbin case, which really wasn't a new bobbin case, so it probably was missing that screw the whole time. That's the thing. So, I found another screw in one of the other bobbins, so I just reused. But this is Italian leather, and this is the stiffener that I'm talking about, and so this one is it's a little too big for this, but it's giving me a really good appreciation for the size of stiffener that I need to cut, so it's not bad. What I've already done for the other bag is on some pieces, I have, um oh, this is stuck. Oh, thank goodness. So I went through and I edge coated it black. Now this is double-sided leather. When I tell y'all, it is so oh my god, it's Italian leather. It is so nice. Like, I just can't wait. So, like and I decided that I wasn't going to edge coat my straps, so these are gonna be the straps for the bag. Um but what I did have to do was because this is the thickness of this leather, and so for my straps, I had to glue 2 pieces together. So I'm embracing this, raw edge because I really kinda like the white, and it's gonna have a contrast, and then this bag is gonna kinda be a saggy hobo kinda bag, and then I'm gonna use the outside, so it's gonna have a clasp. This black is gonna have a buckle, and I have a whole all my hardware, um, I have a hardware pack just for this because I pulled everything is put together. So, the hardware for it is going to be so nice, and let me show you guys. So, this is gonna be this double-sided, um, leather, and the black is the other side for it. So cute. I buy my that Italian leather came from Simply Classics, and I love her leather because she goes to Italy and gets this leather. Absolutely adore it. So, this is going to be the buckle. So, it's almost like what she calls it? Gunmetal. So, it's all gunmetal. And so everything is gunmetal. So, this is the buckle. Um, and this is gonna go over the front. It's gonna be so cute. And I have D-rings, and I have my key fob little thing. And this is for the side. So there's 2 sides that's gonna bring it into the center. This bag is actually gonna have feet on it. So it's gonna have gunmetal feet, and then it's gonna have a magnetic snap to close it for the closure. And I might do a magnetic snap on this one because that wouldn't be a bad idea either. But so this is all my gunmetal stuff, and that's gonna go on this green bag. And I'm just telling y'all, it's me, this bag is going to be awesome. And the inside of it, so I'm using the yellow as my because you get to choose. I'm gonna use the yellow as my outside. I almost thought about doing the black, but I think I wanna give it the wow factor of having the bag be this color, and then when you look inside, it's just like black. So, I think I'm gonna like it, and then I'm gonna make the corresponding little wallet to go with it, like this. I'm gonna make one of these little card wallets, but it's gonna be super cute. So, I got this cut out already, and that'll be ready to go. But now let me go so this is gonna be a pocket. I'm gonna make this into a slip pocket, and because of the size of this bag, let's see, we can do a slip pocket on this side and then maybe a double slip pocket on this side. Um, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Yep, got enough fabric right here. And so, um, when that stops, when that stops, I'll bring you guys to my cutting table and we can go cut some fabric. And I'm gonna try to think. I don't know what size I made this. I really don't. So I'm just gonna guesstimate because this is at almost at 12. And so I'm gonna make it like 13 by 13. So here's the thing. When you make, well, hmm, yeah, I'm gonna do 13 by 13. So when you make a box bag like this and you're gonna do a slip-in lining, you can always adjust it. So depending on if I see sag, so I can put it together, I'll do it just like this, drop it in, and for my top part, all I'm gonna do, first I'm gonna um, I'll put some double-sided tape on it, and I will do that around the edges. And then I'll take and fold this down all the way around, then I'll top stitch it. But before I do that, I'm gonna make sure that my bag doesn't have any slouch. And so that's just putting the lining in, stretching it out, making sure it fits in the bottom securely, which is why I want to cut that bottom and put it in here before I start doing anything. So that way it'll be dry and ready to rock and roll. It'll be good to set up. And so once I do that, then I will rivet on these sides, and then I'm going to rivet this as well. So my strap is going to look like this. So it's going to have these two on the edges, and then I'm just going to rivet them. So then I'll have like the decorative part of these big D rings, and it's going to look like that to go on the side of the bag. So, and then I'll take these parts and I will um, put some really pretty rivets on the side to attach them to the bag. And so this will be the shoulder strap like that. I'm going to try it first because I'm thinking I might want it a little bit longer. So I could actually put an adjuster to connect these two. But I don't know. I got some of these little spike rivets that would be cute on this too to make it have decorative stuff, or I could just connect another D-ring right here, like get another one of these, and I have one that's round and just give it into another piece of hardware, and so it'll be a center piece of hardware where I have 2 of these riveted, and it will just look like this, another piece of hardware, and then the other one, which is will be really cute too. So, alright, let's go cut a piece of stiffener. We're gonna glue that in the bottom of this, and then we're gonna start back over on our long arm, get that back because that's the first part of the horseshoes, and then, we'll come cut some fabric. We're gonna cut our 2 grays. I think I may have done balloons or something. Okay. Alright. What time is it? 12:30. Look at y'all, y'all, it's so late. Imma tell y'all, I'm always up like this. Just me, working away. Okay. So, let me I'm gonna need my rotary cutter, some scissors over there, and then I'm gonna need this. And oh, you know what? I need oh, my paper scissors are over there. All right, so let me show you what I use. Uh-oh. So this is the material that I use for stiffener. Now this is a huge roll, and this roll, you see, I mean, I've cut out quite a bit, but this roll of stiffener only costs $8, and so it lasts pretty long. Let's see. I already have a piece cut here. Perfect. So I already got a piece cut. So I think so this will fit up in here perfectly. And so the good thing is, so like this, I can glue in the bottom. You will never see it because I'm doing a drop-in lining. All right, so now let's put this back because remember, I'm in my put stuff back era, so I don't have to worry about doing it later. All right, so we got our piece of stiffener. I'm gonna go grab some glue, and I used the 3-in-1 beacon glue. So the beacon glue, all I'm gonna do is glue it. I wanna get you all dizzy, so give me a second. I didn't realize I forgot my cutting table has all the I cut so many, cut a couple handbags, and so they are all on the cutting table. Them and all my little gear for, fixing my machines today because I was being Shawn the Fix-It Girl. Like, literally, I was fixing all the machines. I was like, "How are all my machines down at the same time?" I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "What is going on? How does this happen? What are the odds?" Alright, so, you know what? Let me get this started back. And so all I'm doing here, it literally has this is what I did a few minutes ago, where I have to bring it off to the side, cut it, and then bring it back down, and it'll start in its position because it's literally putting horseshoes, and I'll take a photo, so or you guys will get to see it Sunday Funday. So tomorrow, I'll have it ready for you to see. And all I'm gonna do is get it started back. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, that's me. Okay. So I'm gonna do is get it started back, and then we'll come over here and cut on the table. And again, I have Minky on the back, so it's super, super soft. Like, oh my God, the cuddle is real. But I'm also have to go through my stuff underneath here and vacuum off this Minky because I got black Minky everywhere. Okay, me and this black thread. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's done. And we're off to the races, pun intended. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, let's see, gonna turn you guys just a little bit. So, oh wait, so you can see the table here. Oops, wrong way. Sorry. There you go. Now we're gonna cut out the rest of this stuff. So my pockets first. I kind of like my pockets to be big, and wait, sorry, I need to put this in here first. So I just put a little bit, push this up, make sure I put it on the edges. I'm gonna tell y'all what I keep on. One of the things I keep near my cutting mat is wipes because I am a messy kid. I'm always coloring outside the lines, doing glue outside the lines. Everything goes outside. So these are my friend. Now I have special glue that I use for when I was gluing that leather together. It's a concrete glue. I use barge. And I also have like a glue spreader and all that stuff. So get all this glue up. Because of course this girl is gluing all over the place. Messy self. Okay. All right, let's throw this in the trash. And then I'm gonna get my little glue spreader and I'm gonna spread this just a little bit and it'll be ready because I do um all right, it's getting to the point where it's gonna be sticky. I want to make sure that I have it on the edges and all of that. And then I will stick it in the bottom of the bag, press it down, make sure it's in the corners really, really good. And as you can tell, it is helping to form the bag. And so I have my roller, which is similar to the brayer, and but this one is for leather because it is super heavy. But it also works for what I'm doing now, which is making sure that this is pressed down in the bottom of the bag. And so all I'm doing is just using, and I'll let you see. So this is it's a brayer. It's used in leather. And so all I'm doing is pressing it down in the bottom of the bag. Hey, welcome in. Hey, Donzel. Hey, now you didn't miss much. I the started the machine over, the quilter over. We put in a piece of the stiffener in the bottom of the bag, and so I have the stiffener in the bottom of the bag now. And so we're gonna set this over here and get it. It's gonna wait while I cut the other parts of the bag. Let me make sure I got all this glue up off of here, and I did. Okay, top is on good. All right, so I'm just going to cut me some pockets first. So I'm going to use light gray for the pocket. And I'm thinking I want 7, probably a 7 by 8. Should work pretty good. Let's cut this at the bottom first. I still have not changed my rotary blade in here. And I do need to. And you can tell when you need to because it doesn't cut all the way through. But I also have one of those machines that will actually sharpen these things, so maybe I should try that. I do have a rotary blade sharpener. So I think I said 7 by 8. Let me go over one more. So then with a pocket like that, so this one I can actually stitch down the side, and if I kind of like fold it up and then do kind of like I can do a fancy pocket. Like you fold it like this. So if I fold it like this and stitch it, oh, sorry, I don't know if you can see that. If I fold it like that, I can make a fancy little pocket. So, but this will be one of my inside pockets. And so for the other one, um, because of how I'm gonna do the decorative stuff on the inside, I'm gonna cut that down just a tad. This is also 7 inches. I'm gonna do 7 by 8. Something's going on over here. Sounding a little weird. Stitches look good though. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same size over here. So both will be the same size. All right. So now I have my pockets. Put these over here and we will cut our gray waterproof canvas for the inside. And I said I was going to do 13 by 13. This is such a pretty color. It almost looks, it's called smoky gray. Um, and this one is by Mormino. I don't know if you guys are looking for some waterproof canvas or something. And I mean, that's gonna look good with that. That's gonna look really good. And then with this, the pockets with the pop of light gray. I like it. This is my pop of color, light gray. All right, so I'm gonna do 13 by 13. Okay, here are my, look, I got rivets right here. Put those over there because I will be looking for them later when I get ready to rivet those handles on. So, all right, 13 by 13. Just gonna cut out of this top section here. Then I'm probably gonna go over just a smidge. So where's the 13 out here? All right. So let's see. Use a piece of chalk. So I'm gonna cut it out first and then I'll make sure I got the right size. And I did leave room for these edges. So now let's put this away. Oh, now you're at work tonight. I hope it's a quiet night. All right, so now I'm going to square this up. I'm gonna do 13 by 13, maybe 13 and a quarter. Yeah, we'll add a quarter. Ooh. Then I want that that bottom off of there. Don't feel like it's adding up over here. Okay, I'm gonna do 13 and a half just because. Ah, and this is waterproof canvas, let me tell y'all. I'm gonna need to sharpen my blade. 'Cause this stuff is kind of heavy, but it is so nice in your bags. This is gonna be pretty. All right. Okay, got my seam allowance and all of that. So now let me do my boxes. Oh, this isn't all the way straight, so let me fix this because that's gonna drive me a little bit nutty. Must have straight lines. Hmm, there we go. Nope, take that from under there. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this 13 by 13 because that's not what I have. Let's move that out the way. So I don't move my hand until I got the thing already cut. Because otherwise, if you move your hand, you might mess it up. Don't mess up your cuts. Cuts are important. Okay. All right. Now I can do my corners. I'm going to use a smaller ruler because it just helps me to visualize it better. So I've got to turn on the right side. All right. So when I'm doing these corners, this is a whole different thing. So I actually like to draw out my corner. And so on this one, and I also like to use the edge. So like the edge of the ruler. So I want the square. I'm gonna do 2 inches. And I'm also going to do 2 inches. So 2 inches, I'm gonna take out a 2 inch. And so what I like to do is draw me a square with a piece of chalk. Then I do the same thing over here, 2 inches and 2 inches. And then that's what I cut out. So I cut out those squares right there. And then once we cut these out, we're ready to make our bag, the lining, the inside. Put the pockets on first, and then we connect those sides, and we're ready to rock and roll. Drop it in the bag. So that's all we do. Now, when you have stuff like this, make sure you understand what's right size, what's the wrong side, and you can feel it on the on waterproof cotton. Waterproof canvas. You can actually feel it. So this would be my right size together. But first, I'm going to add my pockets that I lost. Oh, here they are. So see how that's gonna pop right there? Yeah, so that's gonna be really nice. So, but first I'm gonna fold it down. I think I want to iron this. Now this feels so nice. It's like feels like a really soft fabric on the inside there. And so another thing that you could do, say for instance, you could actually have a trim. So I could, if I wanted it to match the outside or do something like that, I could always put like a little corner. You can add a little decorative corner or something, or you could just add this to the top, and it's probably better to show like this. So if I folded it down and I could actually have something like that. But I have another thought of what I'm going to add in here that might be super cute. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to turn on my iron and I'm going to iron this. Mhm. I'm going to be calling it quits in a little bit. As soon what I'm gonna do is iron these pockets. We will attach the pockets. I will finish the bag tomorrow. It's not gonna take long. Okay. Do you guys have one of these? This is like my favorite thing. One of them anyway. What this is a magnet. So Miss Evelyn had asked me about did I find my screwdriver. Now, if I had lost my screwdriver, I would have been looking for it with this. But it is a magnet that literally picks up anything metal. So these are its extension, it extends, has a little pencil thing where it clips on you and all of that. But really good tool. So I'm gonna iron this. Our stiffener is definitely gluing properly. And then so this with this zipper, I have a pretty decent pocket in here. So I could put a phone off in here, like that remote almost fits all the way off in there, and it's pretty big, pretty nice size. So pretty nice size pocket right there. And my zipper pull, but this is the only zipper on the bag. I learned a new technique for a pocket that's called like a hidden pocket. It's not gonna be on this line bag, but I think it's gonna be on this embossed bag that I'm going to do this week. So I have another bag that I'm doing this week. It's gonna be Bag City over here. All right. So let me see if this iron is hot yet. All I'm doing is getting me a good edge because what I don't want, I want the bag to look kind of nice. So in ironing these edges down just helps it to stay down as I sew it. So it gives it a little crease. And then I'll put my little double-sided tape in there too. So that way my the top of I'll double um I'll top stitch on this to give it a another look. Um and it just helps. Then I'll put a little double-sided tape on the bottom part, but it'll definitely be definitely be a good little addition. So let's turn that off because I'm getting sleepy. All right. Put you guys back over here on the long arm. You can almost see the quilting. I'm like, if my camera was like shot down on it, you can see it, but not quite. It's very pretty though. And I like, so I have horses going over here. Let me see if I can. Other way. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's because I got it. I'm sorry. I know what I did. I turned it back. Okay. But right off in here, there are horses. And they look really good. So tomorrow, Sunday Fun Day, you'll get to see that. I'll make sure I show that. But for right now, let's back you out and see what that. Oh shoot, it's almost done. Okay, I'm gonna put my stuff over on the other side and then I'll come back because by the time I do that, it'll be ready for it to change. I don't have water up here. That's the problem. I'm thirsty now and sleepy. All right, it is in the last couple of stitches. And the good thing is, it's just that much quilting left. So, not a lot at all. So, all I'm going to do now is I have to um, roll the quilt again. I am super excited for this. And the more I keep thinking about it, the more I should have, but I got to square it up and all that. But I really could have folded those edges in versus I could have done my edges on the actual quilt. Um, but we'll see. I might do that. I might try that because literally I got enough have enough of the fabric here to fold it in and go straight up and do my binding from here. I might have something new to try because it looks like I could just bind it right here on the long arm. Now that would be 100% lovely. Okay, I think I am at the last little part here. All right. Yep, yep, and yep. All right, so let me see. Hmm, Pro Stitcher. I think I'm gonna change my stopping point new start stop. So we wanna change our end to be over there. Mm. Oh boy, I don't think so. So let me do undo. Yep, undo. And undo again. Put our stop point right back where it was. There we go. All right. So now let's get this baby started. Hmm, nope, let's cancel this because I really wanted to start right where it is right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna hand do it tomorrow because I want this bottom. Well, no, I want horses on there too. Shoot. I think the way I have it rolled right now, it's gonna roll into it, but I don't want it to roll off the long arm. I don't want it to double stitch over the other horses. Okay, now I might be good. All right, so let's do another start stop. Okay. I apologize. I am over here trying to figure out I didn't want it to double stitch into the other horses because I only have a small portion that really needs to be done. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't double stitch. It looks like I'm good now. I've cleared it. But what I had to do was roll it some more. And so let me put these two little knots in here and then I'll be back over to the handbag. Let me tell y'all what I did. Oh my God. Cancel, modify. I took and modified my start stop. So I got the doggone thing stopping in the wrong place. There we go. That's better. I don't even know what I was thinking. I wasn't. That's the problem. Okay. All right. Now let's get it started back again. All right, so that started back and okay, good night, Kristen. Probably lost it already. Oh, y'all know what I didn't do? So I didn't tie my sides down, but because it's so tight right here, it doesn't really need it. So I think well, no, this side's gonna need it. Yeah, this side's definitely gonna need it. Okay. All right. So a little bit more, and I am done for the night. I remember you made some handbag 2 months ago when I was 5 hours. It did. And you know what, Donzel? It was, I'm trying to remember which one that was, but yes, you're right. You're right. Okay. So I'm going to top stitch these, and this is just for the look because these are going to be top of my pocket. Maybe the bottom on this one, 'cause so top stitch it just so that I have that. Okay. Now it is black. So let's do this. I'm gonna add a black. So this is a waterproof canvas, but it is waterproof canvas that is it has glue adhesive on it. So basically you can make it, I can make it a top, so I can make the top of my pocket look, have a little um decorative edge, if you will. And so all I'm gonna do is fold it over, and this is also waterproof cotton. Uh-oh, gotta do it right because I just put it at a slant. But the good thing is it's not I could actually open it back up and move it. Just a smidge is what I needed. So now, oh, much better. So then I'm just gonna run another top stitch because I don't want this coming off on me, but it'll look just like that. Just it's just a little something cute, make it look different, give it a little bit of detail. I'm gonna top stitch on it and it's not gonna come off. So, and I'm gonna back stitch on this one just a little bit. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna add them to my waterproof canvas. And where's my ruler? What you want to do is just make sure that you have it down far enough. So I usually eyeball stuff. That's my go-to. Um, so I'm just gonna do it about 2.5 inches from the top. I think that's good. And then I'm just gonna stitch this bad boy on all sides. Now, some people will take and um you can use some double-sided tape. You think it's gonna move. Or let me show y'all one other trick that works really well. Um, that I want to use is with my sew tights. So you can take your sew tight magnet. Well, maybe not this big one. This is huge. But you can take a sew tight magnet and you can take these magnets and put one on here and it'll hold it so it won't move. It will not move while you're sewing. So all I'm gonna do is put my little bottom there, put that there. It's not going anywhere. So now you can do that double-sided tape, either one. So I'm gonna use my Sew Tight magnet. That's why I got them for things such as these. Now I am doing this kind of because I want the most of the pocket, so I'm doing it just by like a 1/2 inch, maybe. It's still a quarter because I'm used to doing that. It's me. Now I'm take my Sew Tight magnet off of here because I don't want to pucker. Make sure I don't have one. Turn and I'm coming straight up. And then I'm going to back stitch at the top. Now I feel like too far on the edge, so we're gonna back up a little bit. There we go. I think I'm still too close to the top. That's okay. I'm gonna come in. Okay. So pockets on. Let's put the next pocket on. Then this one though, I think I'm going to, yeah. This one I'm going to sew down the middle to make it two pockets. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's like a rectangle or something. I can put something with a, skinny bottom. That's okay. I'll make it decorative. Let's do that. There we go. I meant to do it. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Made me a little triangle. Looks like a pair of pants, but it's a pocket. All right. So we're gonna put right sides together. Again, it's very important that your tops match up because you want to make sure that when you're putting it in the bag, um, that you can have a good alignment. Hey, Miss Linda. All right. So now line up my sides. Make sure my bottom and line my sides again. And then we're going to try it inside the bag to see if it's big or small. And based on if it's too big, we cut some of the seam out. So the seams come out. If it is too short, we let some of the seam out. So I'm going to do this on a little bit over a 1/4 inch first, and then we'll see if we need to let it out because I did make I'm thinking I made it bigger. So, but when you're doing this, you definitely want to back stitch up at the top and down here at the bottom. And that's just to make sure. And I'm not going to cut any seams off or any of that yet because I need to make sure it's going to fit. And I'm going to do the same for the bottom. Let's see, my stiffener should be pretty well set. So close it in. And the good thing about this, there's no more turning to the bag. Once I'm gonna move that over just a tad. Oh, yeah, I was trying to think of what bag that was, Denzel. I think that was that burgundy bag, and it had a lot of different components to it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my corners, and again, matching my seams. And I want to open the seams. I'm just gonna pin it here. And all I'm gonna do is stitch straight across here to box my corners. And I will do some double stitching, or yeah, back stitching to start, finish, and across. This is what happens when you don't take your clip off. All right, so I did a couple of back stitches because again, the bag is going to be holding my stuff. I need to make sure it's not going to fall out. So all of this stuff is just reinforcements. And again, this is waterproof canvas, and this is by Moremino, Moremeknow, More Me No. All right, so we're gonna do the same on this side. Got my seams, and I like the fact that this one comes together pretty quickly. Now my box is not going to change, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my box edges off. Um, what could change are the sides, and normally you take stuff from the top and the seams in the inside. Gosh, I have to look down on the inside, make sure I can't see any light. Make sure there are no holes. All right, so the good thing about this is I'm literally dropping this in here like this. So yeah. Oh man, what? It almost feels like I got perfect. Looky there. Hey. All right. So what I want to do, I'm gonna have to. I will come back and take out, but I do think. I don't think we're gonna have no problems here. So it looks like it's pretty cool. Yes, happy Father's Day. It is after. Shoot, it's 1:30. Okay, so yeah, so it doesn't look there's not a lot of slack. It looks like it's gonna fit great off in the bottom here. Yeah, okay. So let's do some things. So first I'm going to take and add my double-sided tape to this. So, but I need bigger double-sided tape. So I'm gonna do the 1/4 inch of double-sided tape. And all I'm doing is putting it at the very top of this bag because this is going to help me to fold this down because I will fold this into the inside of the bag. And what I should have done was taken a little tiny bit of glue and glued this seam down because that will keep the bulk out of there too. Because I can do one of two things. You can top stitch this if you want to have a stitch look, or I could use that glue that I just used that's great for everything, and it will glue it down. It ain't going nowhere ever. So I'm trying to open this seam up here. And so the other thing that I will be doing is reinforcing this, and I'm probably going to finish this, like I said, in the morning. I really just wanted to make sure that once I had my lining done, that it would fit in here perfectly, and it will. So I'm going to I need my other scissors so I can cut this sides off and get rid of this bulk. So all I'm going to do is cut this off. So this way it's not so bulky in the seams. I do like this waterproof canvas. It is so nice. Do the same thing on this side. And all I'm doing is clipping it so that I don't get down to those stitches. All right. So you cut it as close as possible, but the you still leave a little bit of edge because you don't want to cut into your seam. So what I'm gonna do is match my seams up. Push this down in here. Make sure my seams are matched, and I'm going to butterfly them open. Push this down in here because the seam match is very, very important. And so I'm going to, oh, it's over here. Trying to see where I started this thing. Go ahead and take off my double-sided tape. Because I really want to fold this down, but watch. I'm cutting off some of the top because it's a little bit high, and I really want to fold it down. I'm just cutting off a little bit of that. And I'm leaving those, well, no, I'm gonna cut the seam because I did go enough back stitching where I'm not messing up that. And I may come back and top stitch it with the industrial machine so that way it's gonna stay anyway. All right, let's put this back in here. I like this. The colors are great. Thank you guys for helping me pick the colors. Now that's perfect. So now what I was trying to do was be able to fold this down and not have so much of the inside at the top of the bag. So I'm reducing bulk again, is what it is. So let me take this off. This double-sided tape is no joke. It's like sticky icky. I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, so let me do it like this. Okay, so I have a little bit of slack right there. Here's what I think I'm going to do because I still have to add these. So for this, because I haven't stitched it up yet, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm going to stitch at an angle just from here to here. Boom. I don't need to close nothing else in. I'm just gonna stitch at an angle from there to there. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna pull this part into there. Because once I get these on, the way this is gonna work is I'm going to put 2, maybe 3 rivets. So I'm gonna have some rivets here. So they're gonna go 1, 2, and maybe 3. But I really like how I did this pointed thing. So like it's pointed like that. So these are gonna be now you can kind of see how it's gonna come together. So hold on, clips will hold it in there for me. So you'll be able to see how that's gonna look. And so I'll measure this because I want to make sure it's even on both sides. And so this is also going to give me an opportunity. So I got my D rings here. So give me an opportunity to see if I really want to keep this at this. And this might be perfect. And I may not need another strap edge in there. Nope. I think I'm going to want another one because I don't think that's long enough for me. But it's still kind of cute though. I don't know. I could bring it up a little bit more. I could definitely bring it up a little bit more. I love, love, love this hardware. So it will look like that. I hit something. So it would look like this. Hold on, let me make myself bigger. Nope. So it would look like that. This is all together. And then my insides. So truly, almost like a bucket bag. Yeah, so it'd be almost like a bucket bag, like that. It won't take long. So I'm just gonna cut that off. But I'm gonna do all this in the morning because I'm getting tired now. But I really think it's gonna be super cute. And then here's the kicker though. So there's a way I can rivet. Um, so with this one, I can actually take it and rivet and make a little cute little strap here to make it not this long, but to make it have a closure of a like a magnetic closure. So I can add a magnetic closure to that. Um, or I can just add the magnets, one here, and then it just closes. It's like a hidden magnet on the inside. So I still have the capabilities to do that right now before I sew all this together. But it's gonna be cute. I am liking it. And then look, see the tool. So yes, gonna be just like that. I'm super excited. That's gonna be my cute bag. Look at that. And see, and I like the little edges there. but it's almost like a bucket bag or maybe a boxy bag. I don't know. Hey, Shamika. So there you go. We quilted. We made a bag. Oh, I finished my other quilt top. Like I did a lot tonight. Yay. 2 hours, 20 minutes. Because I started when you guys got on, when I started. Like I started when I went live. So yes, lots of things, lots of things. I'm always over here multitasking like a crazy person or like an efficient person. How about we say that? And then the inside with see how that little the black looks on there. It looks cute. So, yes, yes, yes. I'm excited. It's gonna be super cute. Thank you, Marilyn. Oh, I never seen it did that. Oh, that's cool. So, thank you all for hanging out with me. If you are new to the channel, tomorrow we have Sunday Fun Day at 6 p.m. And tomorrow I think we're making a mini quilt. And it's gonna be in the hoop. So join us for that. Um, and tomorrow morning I will finish making all of this stuff. Shamika said that would have taken me all day. Well, I did have it already cut now. So me and cut fabric. So when I had the debacle, you know, I made really good use of my mistake because I'm gonna put that right there because I really like this. Oh my God. I like that a lot. So I had initially now the bag was supposed to be bigger. So this was the material that was left. So this was the initial bag. Like this is the size. Let's see. This is why my handles were so big. But this was the initial bag right here. What I did was that stiffener that I put in the bottom of the bag is all over this one. So when it came to turning it inside out, it wasn't moving. You see how hard that is? It was hard. So, I have all that material, so this is all my stuff for leather making, but see the material on the inside? Like, I had this it's gonna be a beautiful bag until I put all that stiffener on the on the outside. So now it holds all my leather tools. I just repurposed it. That's all. Just repurposed as a leather tool holder right here. And it's still cute because it's got all the travel stickers and all that on it. So yes, 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 yes. But you said I'm glad you don't do late night Robin's creations. Oh, okay. Um, but that was it. That was it, guys. So tomorrow morning when I get up while I'm watching Shay Shay, I will finish the bag, I'm gonna be doing all the things. I tell y'all this all the time. I'm always doing all the things. Finish this one so I can show y'all how it came out on Sunday Funday. I'm actually really liking this because I'm a tool girl, so I like the tool. I like the chunky tool. That's super cute to me. And then I'm gonna find something. So this is now, I thought this was gonna be the back of my bag. This is now the front of my bag. Okay, I like it. So this will be the front of the bag with this cute little heart. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm gonna put I have really pretty gunmetal rivets that will go here, here, and here. And then I have some that are like triangle. So I'm gonna see what it looks like. But if it look cute, it's gonna be flat gunmetal rivets, and we're just gonna go with that. It's gonna match this hardware here. But that's it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up. I don't know what I put in the thing. I just said, "Hey, I'm working," or something like that. But that's it. Stay on Afternoon Live. Robin's Creations. Oh. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Look, I forgot you were a night owl too, 'cause look, I thought about that, like, one that was that what was it, couple Christmases ago when everybody was up and I was making bow cozies or something. Um, but yes. But anyway, I hope everybody, all the men, happy Father's Day. Um, so have a great rest of the morning. I'm gonna go get me a quick nap, drink me some water, turn all these things off just in case it does something funky because sometimes it rains here overnight. Thank you so much, Miss Robin. I appreciate you being here. Um, I don't know how I got that how the comment came up there. Let's see. There we go. Thank you, Miss Linda. Look, I should have known Miss Linda. The Miss Lindas were up. Like we be up late. And look, and Miss Chris too. Probably done took her nap and woke back up. But yes. So I will see you all tomorrow for Sunday Fun Day and probably in Shay Shay's live in the morning. But have a good night. Bye.